Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, and of course, welcome on back to another WWE Universe Mode, or WWE 2K14 Universe Mode episode right here on the Blitzwinger YouTube channel. Now, technically speaking, this is supposed to be episode 18. Well, technically or not technically, this is gonna be episode 18. However, what happened was basically I started recording last week's episode because I was late with it. So I recorded it on Saturday and then had some technical difficulties where in the middle of the show, the video started cutting out and everything. So therefore I tried to cut and then start over on Smackdown, but for some reason the game wouldn't let me. So it skipped a whole week, and then I didn't want to upload just like a 7.5-minute video. But that being said, basically what we're going to do is we're going to have our final week before Money in the Bank, which means that the next episode of WWE Universe Mode, or WWE 2K14 Universe Mode, will be, of course, the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's go on over, of course, to Monday Night Raw and kick things off in a very big way. My apologies there. I almost thought I got worried that I was about to hiccup, so I stopped. I was like, please don't hiccup, and luckily that didn't happen. So, that being said, here we go, guys. We're going to get rocking. We're going to get rolling with some very, 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 very fantastic contests set for you tonight. We kick things off in a very, very big way as Antonio Cesaro once again unable to defeat the Big Show. However, what had happened on Smackdown was, of course, that Big Show resorted to a steel chair while the referee had his back turned. Antonio Cesaro was just about to close in on a victory. Big Show nails Cesaro with a giant steel chair shot right across the back, and then, of course, the KO punch. Since then, I personally don't think that Cesaro was recovered. However, we do have a very big announcement, and that is that both Big Show and Antonio Cesaro have been added to the Money in the Bank contest, which should be quite interesting indeed, especially considering that some of the other competitors in it are, of course, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Sandow, Randy Orton, and of course, Titus O'Neil. So that being said, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've also got ourselves a triple threat contest right here, where Cody Rhodes, Mark Henry, and Jack Swagger compete against one another, of course, to be added to the Money in the Bank match. This is, I believe, the final slot available in the match. So, of course, a very, very, very intriguing set of personalities in that matchup. Now, the reason why I'm saying I think it's the final slot is because I don't know how this Money in the Bank pay-per-view works here, whether or not it's going to give us two Money in the Bank matches, one for Raw, one for SmackDown. If so, then this was the final, this isn't the final slot, because we're going to need still two more people, I think two more, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, we're going to need 4 more people, but don't worry, those people will be announced basically on the actual show. I just need to verify, and I'm not 100% certain right now, so I don't want to take the risk and overbook too many people in the match. So that being said, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We carry onwards and forwards. Of course, Triple H continuing his absolute demolishment of Mr. Bray Wyatt, as he has continuously put Bray Wyatt through the test. Last week he had to wrestle twice in one night against the Great Khali and the Big Show, which he managed to defeat the Great Khali and was very close to defeating the Big Show. And then tonight, of course, he's going to be facing off against Bray Wyatt. Sorry, Bray Wyatt's going to be versing against Brodus Clay, who defeats him tonight, which was an absolutely stellar showcase. However, it did come with the assist, the heavy assist of course, Triple H, who delivered a giant sledgehammer right to the face of Bray Wyatt. And, well, that was a very, very interesting turn of events. Bray Wyatt is certainly starting to be frustrated with Triple H, but it seems like the game is on. And now, more than ever, I believe that the game has a very strong chance of defeating Bray Wyatt at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Next up after that, ladies and gentlemen, of course, Sin Cara goes one-on-one with Luke Harper. However, his high-flying techniques and his high-flying abilities were just not enough, as tonight, Luke Harper was able to be victorious after that absolutely vicious Harper Bomb. And of course, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, his partner from the Wyatts, will be meeting Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio at the pay-per-view when they will be defending their tag team championships. And then, of course, move on to the main event of the evening. Bray Wyatt has to compete once again. What he had suffered earlier in the night was not enough, according to Triple H. He had to prove himself to be a fighting champion, and that is why he will be wrestling the Intercontinental Champion, Chris Jericho, who actually was really shocked by this whole event, and a lot of people are saying that Triple H and Kane might be in cahoots, and that's why Triple H now kind of doing a little bit of dirty work for Kane as well by sending Chris Jericho out there against Bray Wyatt. Alrighty guys, sorry about that, my microphone just cut out, so here we go. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and press this, of course, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is Chris Jericho versus Bray Wyatt. Good God, what a knee. Oh, look at this though, Jericho with a big shot. Oh, misses that. And now another reversal from Jericho. Chris Jericho definitely wants to make this a quick match. Bray Wyatt's already hurt from the earlier contest in the night when, of course, Triple H delivered a sledgehammer shot right to the temple. And I have to believe that Chris Jericho wants to make this match quick because guess what? At Money in the Bank, he has to defend his title, his Intercontinental title, against, of course, the one and only Kane. And that's going to be no walk in the park. That's not going to be an easy task no matter how good Jericho is. He wants to probably get out of this match as unscathed as possible in order to make sure that he can put up as good of a fight as possible at the pay-per-view against Kane. And look at this now, Jericho sending Bray Wyatt to the outside, brings him right back in. I think he realized he does not want to let this fight go to the outside. Look at this though. Oh, nicely timed dropkick, springboard dropkick there from Mr. Chris Jericho right to the back of the neck of Bray Wyatt. And look at this now, Chris Jericho follows him in. Oh, but a reversal from Bray. The big knee to the temple and then the elbow right to the back of the neck. The referee's got to watch that closely because that might have been an illegal blow there. And look at this now, Bray starting to gain some momentum, some control here. The big headbutt. I'm surprised he can even use that thing after that sledgehammer shot. That was quite a vicious shot. Look at this now. Jericho firing back with the big shot. Oh, what's this? And Chris Jericho, springboard. Dropkick again, connects. Beautiful timing by Chris Jericho. And look at this now. He follows him out to the outside. And unfortunately, he crashes and burns. And now Chris Jericho's in very, 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 very bad territory. And look at this now. Oh, now Wyatt firing off with the big rights and lefts. A lot of leverage, a lot of power behind those hands. And look at this now. Bray Wyatt sending Chris Jericho into the ring. And I have to say, a lot of people oftentimes, poke fun at Bray Wyatt's physique and such. They say, oh, he's lazy, he's not a wrestler because he doesn't look like the typical performer, so to speak. But I have to say, having talked to men that competed against Bray Wyatt backstage and haven't seen the man compete, I have to tell you, he is definitely one of the most powerful and strongest men on the entire roster. And look at this, Jericho's going to go for it again. Nice dropkick, and his looks are definitely deceiving. And look at this though, Jericho is going to go for it again, and again he crashes and burns. That is 2 for 2 that Bray Wyatt managed to roll out of the way, and this is bad news for Jericho. I really think he should maybe keep this fight inside the ring. He has had a lot of success in there. I think he needs to keep the momentum in the ring. And look at this now. Beautiful timing, beautiful reversal, and then into the twisting neck breaker by Jericho. Bray Wyatt, though, reverses that. Oh, and look at this now. Bray Wyatt, nothing technical about that, but it sure as heck works. The big right hands right to the temple of Jericho. And look at this now. Bray with the camel clutch here. Bray with the camel clutch. And Jericho's in a bit of trouble here. He manages to get out of that. Gets to the ropes. Oh, he goes for the enziguri. And look at this. Bray times him perfectly to dodge the enziguri. But even furthermore than that, he manages to nail a couple of big right hands after that Thez press. Oh, look at this now. Oh, Bray's going for some big... Oh, my God. Look at these knees right to the jaw. Good God, that could displace your jaw. My goodness. And Jericho still manages to kick out at the 1 count, putting up quite a bit of a fight here. There goes Jericho into the corner. Oh, head bouncing off the ropes there. And a big knee again. Look at how physical Bray has gotten. It seems like he really is frustrated by that earlier on loss. And look at this again. The knees right to the neck of Chris Jericho. Jericho's in big trouble here. I have to say, I think that Jericho definitely is in very, very big trouble. Look at that. The running splash. And this might be it. This really might be just it. Oh, Jericho kicks out, though, just barely in the nick of time. And look at this now. Where's Bray taking him now? Oh, God. Oh, look at this now. Jericho elevates. He elevates him over the top rope. And once again, he goes for it. And this time it pays off. Good God. What a match. These two definitely forgot about the fact that they have got to compete in their respective title contests in just a week. In a little less than a week, actually. And look at this now. Jericho. Oh, God. What is he doing here? What is Jericho doing here? Oh, reversal from Bray. The DDT! The DDT by Bray Wyatt. Look at that replay. Good God. Jericho's neck just bouncing and caving in on itself as it gets driven right through the table. Look at Bray Wyatt. Good God, he's smiling. And look at this, though. Chris Jericho realizing that the referee was almost at the 10 count. He gets in, and look at this, the code breaker. The code breaker out of nowhere. The cover. Jericho, 1, 2, 3. Good God. Oh no! Bray Wyatt kicks out, and now look at this Bray with the Sister Abigail out of nowhere. My goodness, the Sister Abigail out of nowhere. And Chris Jericho suffers a defeat here tonight, and I have to say that was impressive as all heck. Bray Wyatt gets nailed with the sledgehammer. My God, that was an incredible match. I cannot wait to see these two compete with some title implications on the line at some point down the line, because this was just a spectacular showcase from both men. They put on a wrestling clinic here. A great back and forth matchup. And I have to say I'm impressed by both men. Of course, as much as I'm impressed by Bray Wyatt, Chris Jericho was packing his bags. He was about to leave. All of a sudden storms in Triple H and he says, hey, guess what? Put your wrestling trunks on. You're wrestling Bray Wyatt. No preparation, no leeway time, no nothing. And Chris Jericho definitely put up quite a fight against Mr. Bray Wyatt here. Look at this now. Bray's telling the referee to get out of the way. He's just happy that he has won. Of course, Bray Wyatt was very frustrated by that loss to Brodus Clay earlier on tonight. And then last week he lost to the Big Show, of course, which was also a very upsetting event for Mr. Bray Wyatt. However, now he rolls into Money in the Bank with a victory under his belt and a little bit of momentum going his way. Move over to, of course, SmackDown. We kick things off with some nice high-flying action from Mr. Justin Gabriel, who always delivers. Bam, hits that 450 splash on Heath Slater and gets the 1, the 2, the 3. Of course, Alberto Del Rio and Ryback go at it, and my oh my, I don't know why it's an Iron Man match, because that's how the game decided to book it, but Alberto Del Rio, of course, victorious here tonight in a very, very shocking event. Really, a lot of people have been backing Ryback. A lot of people have been saying that Ryback should be the next challenger for the World Heavyweight Championship, and of course, that is what will be happening, so this was a bit of a shocking turn of events at the fact that, of course, Alberto Del Rio defeats Ryback here tonight. That was definitely something that we did not see coming. At Money in the Bank, Ryback will have to be a lot more on, so to speak. Of course, because, well, he has a chance to become a World Heavyweight Champion, so it's pretty important. I really don't get why it's an Iron Man match. I don't even get why this match happened. It makes no sense. Like, this is the kind of stuff that ruins storylines. All right. Next up after that, we've got Titus O'Neil and Jinder Mahal go at it. Of course, Jinder Mahal challenging Titus O'Neil for his spot in the Money in the Bank match. Titus O'Neil willing to put it on the line just in order to shut up Jinder Mahal. And tonight, he definitely does that, proving once again that he belongs in that upper echelon of talent that will be competing in the Money in the Bank contest. And, of course, our main event is Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio, so we're going to pretend like this is the co-main event. Good God! Rey Mysterio defeats Luke Harper. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I believe this is the first time that Ray and Sin Cara have defeated Eric Rowan and Luke Harper in a tag team match. They have defeated them one-on-one. However, this was the first time that they've defeated them in a tag team contest, which has, of course, great implication on the pay-per-view match, which will be, of course, for the tag titles in a tag team match, obviously. So this is a very, very promising victory for both Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio, and if they can replicate this at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, they become the new tag team champions, and they defeat and dethrone, in my opinion, one of the most dominant tag teams already in this short span of amount of time already, the Wyatts. So that being said, and of course in our main event of the evening, it will be Big Show and Antonio Cesaro trying to settle their differences once again. It is a false count anywhere match because, again, they started brawling backstage, even though both men are going to be competing in the Money in the Bank match. I guess it just was not good enough. Of course, if you don't know what this whole rivalry has been about, Antonio Cesaro feels like he deserves his rematch clause to be invoked and to be able to challenge Daniel Bryan for the title at Money in the Bank. Of course, it was Ryback who has been officially announced as the number one contender. Look at this, though! Good God! Cesaro opening up with some big right hands. Of course, Cesaro losing to Big Show on Raw. However, furthermore than that, Cesaro, of course, after that chair shot from Big Show. Oh my God, look at this! Cesaro right off the bat. Good God, what a toss. He just throws Big Show across the ring. The quick cover here. The one. Big Show kicks out at the 1 count. My God, that was impressive. Cesaro with a big shot there. But now Big Show's fighting back. But as I was saying, Cesaro wants a shot at the title, but so does Big Show. Big Show has said that he has proven himself. He has accumulated enough W's to where he deserves to be positioned as the champion, and he has said that he doesn't have a lot of years left in him, in his tank, and he wants to give it one more shot. He wants to give it one more title run, and well, that's when he picked on Cesaro. Now, I don't know if that was the best man to pick on. I don't know if that was the best dog in the yard that you want to pick on. Good God, look at that uppercut. How the heck does he elevate Big Show that up high? The 1, the 2. My God. And how is Big Show not knocked out from that? Wow, look at that chop. My goodness, that was impressive. But yeah, as I was saying, I mean, Cesaro has been very, very much fired up since this rivalry has taken place. And Cesaro, of course, wanting another shot at the world title. He believes that that was just a bad night. That was a night that he was not on. And he believes that he can defeat Daniel Bryan and any other man on this roster if he is given the chance to be champion again. Look at that elbow driven right to the neck. Oh, Cesaro with the drop toe hold. Beautiful timing there from the Swiss Superman. The King of Swing has got the headlock, delivered an elbow right after that. A really nice string of offense there delivered from Mr. Cesaro. And look at this now, the German suplex. Good God, is this man powerful. This is a very, very, very special athlete, ladies and gentlemen. This is the kind of athlete that comes along once in a lifetime. Cesaro is freakishly strong. Definitely pound for pound, one of the strongest man, if not the strongest man in the entire WWE. Look at this now. Cesaro's got a weapon, but so does Big Show. Big Show going after the sledgehammer, it seems like. And look at this though. Cesaro is first to strike. And Cesaro returning a favor to the Big Show. Of course, both of these men will be competing in a Money in the Bank match, which is why I find this to be a very, very interesting contest. Because, of course, they got to remember that they want to try to remain fresh. I mean, the match is taking place very short. Look at this again. No way. No way. Good God, look at that throw. Look at that throw from Cesaro. That was incredible. The cover, the 1, the 2, horrible camera angle, and the kick out from Big Show. Look at this, though, now. Big Show tossing Cesaro right back into the ring. It looks like Big Show is going to resort to a bigger weapon. A weapon that is fitting his size, I guess. And look at this. Oh, God. The steel steps to the back of the neck and then to the face. My God. Cesaro's in big trouble. Oh, but he manages to dodge that. And look at this now. A big collision there. Looks like Big Show gets the worst of it. But now the counter from Big Show with a big right hand. What a quickly paced matchup here. I don't know if this favors Big Show, but in my opinion, I think he needs to do a lot more of this. Slow down the match, kind of pick apart his opponent. That's where he's going to shine. That's where I think Big Show has a much better chance of winning, because trying to keep up with this ridiculous pace that Cesaro is able to set up since the early get-go of the match. Look at that boot right to the temple of the Big Show. I don't think that's a very good idea for the Big Show. I think he needs to slow down and take his time. But look at this now, Cesaro. How does he? Look at the weight. My God. That was almost like an attitude adjustment like maneuver there from Cesaro. A fireman's carry throw. And look at this, Cesaro returning the favor with the steel steps to the Big Show. Ooh, Big Show now, though, reverses. He reverses. He rolled out of the way of that. And Cesaro's trying to crawl out of the way. And unfortunately for him, he just did not create enough clearing space or enough space between himself and those steel steps. Oh my God, Cesaro's busted wide open right in front of us here. My God, those steel steps, the edge of the steel steps driven to the neck. Driven to the forehead of Cesaro. Look at this now. Big Show's got him set up for some big here. He's got him set up for some big. Oh my God, no. Cesaro's got to dodge this. Oh my God, there, down goes Cesaro, and I have to believe that this is it. The 1, the 2, the 3. Big Show with another victory over Antonio Cesaro. My God, just when we thought Cesaro had him, just when we thought Cesaro had it all figured out, tonight, unfortunately for Antonio Cesaro, was once again the night of the Big Show. I have to admit, though, I think that an element that Cesaro should address in his performance here tonight was the fact that he was wrestling with emotion. He wasn't very tactical. He was not the typical tactician that we see him. He's a lot more of a brawler and stuck to more of a violent physical style. However, I think that as much as that favors him in being able to deliver a lot of damage to the Big Show, at the same time, I feel like he should have stuck to his guns, being a lot less emotional in the match, not allowing himself to make silly errors in the match. Look at this. Hey, Big Show. He almost knocks out the referee for a good measure as well. And you can see the fans are booing Big Show. Nobody's too impressed by this victory. I have to say, I'm impressed by the victory because Big Show definitely putting on a showcase once again against one of the best athletes on the entire WWE, and it becomes very difficult to question that the Big Show deserves a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. However, he will have a chance to prove himself, of course, this Sunday at Money in the Bank. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That concludes another episode of WWE Universe Mode. Of course, if you guys enjoyed it and you want to see more, smash that like button, share the video with your family and friends, and favorite the videos as well. We will, of course, catch you guys next time with another episode of WWE 2K14 Universe Mode. It will be indeed a special night as we head off to Money in the Bank. The Money in the Bank briefcase match will be, of course, taking place. We've got Chris Jericho versus Kane, Bray Wyatt versus Triple H, Ryback versus Daniel Bryan for the world title. Of course, we've got the Money in the Bank matches, as I've said before. The Divas title will be on the line. Overall, a stacked pay-per-view put together for your enjoyment. And, of course, don't forget the tag team contest between Rey Mysterio, Sin and, of course, the Wyatts. So that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching. Have a fantastic day. I will catch you guys next Friday with the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Peace out. See you later, alligators. Bye-bye, guys.